If you have ever visited or read about New Mexico, one question might have crossed your mind: why nobody lives in New Mexico? With its vast deserts and stunning landscapes, it seems like a place where life could flourish. Yet, it remains one of the least densely populated states in the USA. What could be the reason behind this? Is it just the challenging desert climate, or perhaps something more mysterious? Today, we're going to explore why it's one of the least populated states in the US. New Mexico is one of the 50 states of the United States, located in the southwestern region. It became a state in 1912, making it the 47th state to join the Union. It has a population of about 2 million people, which is less than the city of Los Angeles. It is also one of the largest states in terms of area, covering more than 120,000 square miles. But despite its size and history, New Mexico is not a very attractive place to live. So, what makes it so unappealing to live in? Here are 5 reasons why nobody lives in New Mexico. Reason 1. The heat is on. New Mexico is known for its scorching hot summers and cold winters. During the summer months, temperatures can soar to over 100 degrees in many parts of the state, making it difficult to stay cool and comfortable. The heat can be especially unbearable for those who are sensitive to high temperatures or have health conditions that are worsened by the heat. In addition, the lack of humidity can make the heat feel even more intense. During the winter months, temperatures can drop to below 0 degrees in some areas, making it difficult to stay warm and comfortable. The extreme temperatures can be a challenge for many people, which is why they choose to live in areas with more moderate climates. The heat in New Mexico can be so intense that it can cause problems such as dehydration, heat exhaustion, and heat stroke. It can also be dangerous for those who work outside or engage in outdoor activities during the hottest parts of the day. During the winter months, the cold temperatures and snow can make it difficult to travel and carry out daily activities. The snow can also cause damage to homes and infrastructure, leading to costly repairs. In addition, the cold temperatures can be dangerous for those who are not properly dressed or prepared for the weather. Before we continue, don't forget to like and subscribe. Reason 2. Environmental challenges. New Mexico deals with serious environmental issues that affect how easy it is to live there. First, the state doesn't get much rain, about 10 inches a year. This makes it hard to grow food and have a good life. So many people move to places with more water. The state is also going through a long period of not enough rain, making things even worse. It's causing problems like less farming, more wildfires, and not enough water for people. But New Mexico is trying to save water by promoting using less water for lawns and giving discounts for water-saving appliances. Secondly, New Mexico has played a significant role in nuclear testing and development throughout its history. The state was the site of the first atomic bomb detonation in 1945, and it's home to important places like the Los Alamos National Laboratory and the Sandia National Laboratories, which are deeply involved in nuclear weapons research. There's also the Waste Isolation Pilot Plant, the only place in the world that stores nuclear waste deep underground. All these nuclear activities have left behind problems like radiation and pollution, which can harm the environment and people's health. Living in New Mexico might mean living in a place that's polluted and has radiation. Reason 3. Poor, dangerous, and violent. The state has the highest poverty rate in the nation, with 18.2% of its population living below the poverty line, nearly double the national average. It also suffers from the lowest income growth, the lowest median household income, and the lowest per capita income among all states. Moreover, educational attainment in New Mexico is lacking, with only 85.6% of the population aged 25 and older having a high school diploma or higher, the lowest percentage in the nation. Additionally, only 27.3% of the same population has a bachelor's degree or higher, also the lowest in the nation. This lack of financial resources and education makes it difficult for residents to enjoy a good quality of life and access opportunities, prompting many to leave for better prospects in other states. Furthermore, New Mexico has earned the reputation of being too dangerous and violent. It boasts the highest crime rate in the nation, with 337.8 crimes per 100,000 people, more than double the national average. The state also records the highest violent crime rate, with 857.8 violent crimes per 100,000 people, more than triple the national average. These issues are not limited to urban areas, as even small towns and rural regions struggle with them. Reason 4. Devastating natural disasters. New Mexico is prone to natural disasters like wildfires, floods, and droughts. These disasters can have a devastating impact on the state's residents, especially those living in rural areas. Wildfires are a common occurrence in New Mexico, with the state experiencing an average of 1,000 wildfires per year. These fires can destroy homes, businesses, and natural habitats, and can also pose a significant risk to human health. In addition, New Mexico is prone to flash floods, which can occur suddenly and without warning. These floods can cause significant damage to homes, roads, and other infrastructure, and can also lead to loss of life. Droughts are another natural disaster that can have a significant impact on the state's residents. New Mexico is one of the driest states in the U.S., with very little rainfall. This makes it difficult to grow crops and sustain a living, which is why many people choose to move to more fertile areas. The lack of water also poses a significant challenge to the state's wildlife and ecosystems. Despite these challenges, there are still many people who choose to call New Mexico home. The state's unique culture and natural beauty continue to attract people from all over the world. Reason 5. It's too boring and isolated. The fifth reason why nobody lives in New Mexico is that it's too boring and isolated. New Mexico has very few attractions and entertainment options for its residents and visitors. The state has only one major city, Albuquerque, which is not exactly a cultural or economic hub. The rest of the state is mostly composed of small towns, villages, and reservations, which have little to offer in terms of nightlife, shopping, dining, or recreation. The state also has very few professional sports teams, museums, theaters, or amusement parks. And if you want to travel to other states or countries, you'll have to drive for hours or take a flight, because New Mexico is surrounded by land on all sides. Living in New Mexico means living in boredom and isolation. Reason 6. It's too weird and creepy. The sixth reason why nobody lives in New Mexico is that it's too weird and creepy. New Mexico has a reputation for being a hotspot for paranormal and supernatural phenomena. The state is home to the famous Roswell incident, where a UFO allegedly crashed in 1947, sparking decades of conspiracy theories and speculation. The state also has the mysterious Taos hum, a low-frequency sound that some people claim to hear, but others can't. The state also has the eerie ghost towns, the haunted hotels, the cursed forests, and the ancient ruins, all of which add to the spooky and mysterious atmosphere of New Mexico. Living in New Mexico means living in a twilight zone. The state is often considered dull and remote. With only one major city, Albuquerque, which lacks substantial cultural or economic activities, the rest of the state is mainly composed of small towns, villages, and reservations, offering limited nightlife, shopping, dining, and recreation options. Additionally, the state has few professional sports teams, museums, theaters, or amusement parks. Traveling to other states or countries requires long drives or flights because New Mexico is surrounded by land on all sides. Living in New Mexico can sometimes feel isolated and unexciting. Secondly, New Mexico's vast size creates difficulties in accessing essential services and amenities. Many remote and isolated areas make it challenging to sustain local businesses and services, leading to a decline in the rural population. Insufficient infrastructure in various parts of the state can hinder access to healthcare, education, and other necessary services, particularly in remote regions where the nearest hospital or grocery store may be hours away. The state's large size can also pose commuting challenges for those traveling to work or school. Despite these challenges, New Mexico's unique culture and natural beauty continue to attract people from around the world. However, it's essential to be aware of the issues related to boredom and limited infrastructure before deciding to make New Mexico your home. Conclusion: from the extreme temperatures to the lack of rainfall, from the high poverty rates to the failing education system, New Mexico has a lot of challenges to overcome. However, it's important to remember that New Mexico remains resilient, and its enduring allure is not solely defined by its challenges. Despite the hardships, there are individuals who proudly call New Mexico home, finding comfort and inspiration in its vibrant communities, rich traditions, and the profound beauty of the land of enchantment. While New Mexico faces challenges, neighboring Texas is rapidly rising as one of the most powerful states in America. For more insights into Texas's growing influence, watch this video.